Hello again, everyone. Welcome back to Icewind Dale. We arrived back at town to find, Thay and Neo-Orogs all over the place. Although I don't know whether they were red or black Neo-Orogs.
Let me find some place to set camp.
So now we're going to look for some of the other people to talk to. We just have townspeople here, it looks like, but we'll talk to them anyway.
At once.
Pretty much the same thing. Yep, about as I expected. Alright, well, I think we've killed them all, so let's just wander around and look for people to talk to real fast.
Demons of sleep help me. I need
Do you have anything to say now? Where did all of those monsters come from that attacked the town? It's like they came out of nowhere. I'm looking into it, Mirek. I think they're part of another problem. Alright, so that's one person who said something. Those are just townspeople. These are awfully suspicious stone columns there, too. I hope this music isn't too loud, because it's really loud in my head.
Oh, it's you. Where have you been? Did you see the monsters? They came out of the mountains and started attacking the town. I saw them from my lookout post. A bunch of big, scary-looking orcs led by a man in gray.
Tell me about the man in gray. Who was he?
I don't know. I've never seen him around here before. I watched him go into Arundel's house while the monsters attacked the town. I hope Arundel's all right.
Well done, Nate. Keep up the good work. Farewell. We will go there eventually. For now, probably want to try selling stuff to Oric the Grey.
It shall be done.
Why you bother Weenog again? Cannot you see that he has much chores to do?
Alright, well, they don't seem to care about the fact that, town is under attack.
Very well.
Ah, the would-be saviors of Kuldahar have returned. Pleased to see you haven't gotten yourselves killed yet. What can I do for you today? You have nothing to say about the fact that the town has been... No? Alright. Interested in purchasing. Very well, what do you have at the moment? Alright, anything that we can sell? The Flaming Fists of Lin Mei. You can sell that. I think I will do so. Ring of Pain Amplification for 1 gold piece. Woohoo! He does not buy any gems. Does not buy any of that. He would buy the Blur deck, but let's sell him the Belt of Stones for a whopping 1 GP. I wonder if that would have sold for more if I hadn't identified him. Alright, so that's that. We got, well, about 3,000. He might have some new spells to buy, but I think I might wait until we actually have new spell levels available. He's got Lightning Bolt, for example. I don't know why. Wow, Lightning Bolt is super expensive compared to other 3rd level spells.
At once.
I suppose we don't really need that. I think you basically have the 2nd best prices in the town. Although some of the stuff that we're going to sell to him is not going to get us anything. So do you have anything to say about the fact that the town is under attack by Thay and Neo-Orogs? It seems the season of evils grows worse. Now the attackers that have taken our women and children attack us openly without fear. It has been generations since such evils befell Kuldahar, and I fear worse times are to come. Do not fear, Girth. I will get to the bottom of these attacks. In the meantime, I'm in need of supplies. Alright. I can sell that medium shield to him. Sell that large shield to him. I can sell the Philosophy of Karatur, Albion's Key. That only gets me 6G. That should... This is from a land far, far away that almost no one in this region would have any idea of what it is like. If it even exists, if they even have an idea that it exists, they certainly wouldn't know it as Karatur. The space between would really corrupt the name. Ah! Whatever. Okay. We can sell the Tuxar gems, all 5 of them. 2 black opals. Black opals sell for quite a bit. Moonstone gem, garnet gem. That is awfully purple for a garnet. Jasper gem. Sell all of those. Isle gem. Shandon gem. 2 emeralds for 900 GP each. Like that. Star diopside gem. Well, that's going to net us 2,600 gold right there. Anything in my potion bag? Not really. Probably should sell potions to the potion guy anyway. Sell the skulls, just because... I like the idea of selling him skulls. Animals are your friend for 2 GP. He would buy the Ballad of Dane Winterbrush for 18, but I'm not going to sell that to him. History of the North, what? See, look! The History of the North should be worth so much less than the Philosophy of Karatur. He will buy the Bitch Queen's Envoy +2 for 50... And how the hell does he have 5,820 gold pieces on hand to sell that, to pay for that? On non-violent sells for 3 GP. He would buy the Blur deck for 693, but I'm not going to sell that. There we go. He won't buy my familiar.
Yes.
Let me find some place to set camp.
It shall be done.
Maybe we should go into the temple. I've probably sold anything that they might be interested in buying at this point.
The demons of sleep hound me. I need rest.
Actually, no. There's a priest here. We'll wait until everyone gets up here and talk to him. Forgot about this guy. You have nothing to say about the fact that the town is under attack. Okay.
Very well.
Even I need to rest once in a while.
You are the ones who restored revered Mother Igenia to us. For that we thank you. How may the faithful of Ilmater serve you?
Let's just go ahead and see what they have for purchase. Oh wow. I'm not actually sure if they buy for better prices than the other guy, so I should probably check. You know what? Let's actually do that. They're actually willing to buy a lot more than I expected. Well, I suppose at this point I could probably go, should probably just go talk to Arundel. Arundel, Arundel. There we go. Call them both names. Kind of want to do the remaining selling off screen just because I do want to run between the two to see which one buys for better prices.
Thanks, Sylvanus, you have returned. Evil is afoot in Kaldahar.
No
Strange
kidding.
orcs prowl through town, killing our townspeople.
Pretty sure they weren't actually killing your townspeople, but go
I
on.
must ask you, have you found the source of evil in Dragon's Eye?
Perhaps a strange woman named Ixunome was raising an army of trolls, lizardmen, yonti, and undead. I defeated her and many of her minions.
Excellent. Thank you for destroying my ancient enemy.
What?
I couldn't have planned this better myself.
I can discern your aura, evil one. You are not Arundel. Who are you?
I'm sure Ixonomai must have explained it to you. She and I have been foes for centuries. Thanks to you, the vendetta has ended.
You bastard.
Arundel is bleeding out his life above us. Now I can begin to build my forces in this world without fear.
No, really. Who are you?
Who am I? I am but a simple priest, spreading the gospel of suffering to the masses.
Guys, I think we should have visited an inn first.
Soon, you will all know the litany of our faith. I'd start praying now if I were you. Farewell.
Oh, are you leaving so soon before I can bash your skull in?
Take no prisoners!
Well, someone hit him. Yeah, it took 8 damage from Islandwe. Nice going, Islandwe.
It shall be done.
Let's get up the stairs.
At last, I feared I could not hold any longer. The last of my life has almost left my body, and soon I shall be restored to the balance.
Maybe we shouldn't have exhausted all of our healing spells. Arundel, what happened?
A man, but not a man. He wore my skin like a cloak, my face like a mask. He came suddenly in the night and struck me down. Nature itself seemed to recoil from him. Even with the strength of the great oak bolstering me, I was unable to stop him. He touched me once, his hands as blood, and I felt my life begin to drain away.
I wonder if he was a vampire. Arundel, hold on. We may still be able to help you.
No. Only the hope you would return has kept my body alive. You must take the Heartstone gem to the elven fortress of the Severed Hand.
That doesn't even sound like an elven name. Severed Hand? But why?
The Severed Hand is the prison of Laurel, one of the last of the elven archmages. He is the only one left who can use the Heartstone gem, if he still lives.
So, in other words, I have to run another errand for you, even though you're dying! But the Severed Hand, I've never heard of it. Where can I find it?
It is to the south. Nature will guide you. Enough of my power remains that I may do that. And now, I must go. Serve the balance. Protect Kaldahar from this evil.
Adieu! Adieu! Farewell, Arundel. We will see you avenged. Maybe. We discovered Arundel in the upstairs chamber of his cottage, struck down by a man that wore the Archdruid's own face and whose hands were as blood. Arundel barely had the strength to tell us to seek out the ancient elven fortress of the Severed Hand, and that within the fortress is an elven mage named Laro, the last person who can use the gem to find the source of evil plaguing Kaldahar. Arundel told us nature would guide us to the Severed Hand, and we should be able to follow the world map to where we needed to go. Oh. Ooh, he left something for us.
At once.
Ooh. It is a magical quarterstaff. Is there anything else in here? Doesn't actually look like it. Welp. Oh, Moonshadow. What, pray tell, is that? Staff of Nature's Wrath +1. A particularly militant group of Sylvanite druids created this iron-shod staff to mete out nature's punishment on those who defile forests and show disrespect towards the druidic orders. Sylvanites typically use the staff on priests of Malar and the other gods of fury. Entangle. Flame Strike. That's pretty good. It's +1, and it is only usable by druids and fighter druids. Welp. Thanks, Arundel. I guess we will sell that. Where the hell? Where the? Oh, there we go. Well, shucks. Is there anything else to find here? No. Can we rest here?
Let me find some place to set camp.
Oh.
Onward.
Well, come on. Why can't we rest in Arundel's house? Oh.
I am exhausted.
It shall be done.
I wonder if this guy will say anything different. Mirek, whatever his name is.
Demons of sleep hound me. I need rest.
Nope.
Speak your mind.
Well, yeah, I think I'll go ahead and pause it while I rest and sell stuff. Now that we've had that revelation that Arundel's dead. Well, guys, it was nice knowing him. Well, not much else we can do about it. So I'll be right back. Alright, I went ahead and sold things. I decided to keep the Darkened Glory blade around for a little while. Katanas do deal decent damage, so it might be worth it. I haven't purchased anything. Kind of thinking about saving up a bit more cash for the +3 bow that the blacksmith has. And that could go to Islandwe here, since Crow doesn't need... well... Actually, no, yeah, I would give it to Crow, and I would give this one to Islandwe. That's what I would do. I suppose technically she doesn't need these arrows. Actually, was there anything else that, yeah, there was. A pearl necklace. I forgot to sell that. Ring of Shadows. There's also a pearl necklace. You know what I did forget to do? I forgot to get new spells memorized. You didn't go up a level anyway. You did. I think. Yep. All right. Let's see. What do we get? Strength of 1. So, strength of 1, not so good, simply because there are really too few people who could make use of 1876 strength who aren't already... I mean, well, she's the only one... Min is the only one who could make use of that, and it would reduce the strength of Islandwe, Crow, and Auld. So that's not a good spell for us. Zone of Sweet Air, that should take care of things like, you know, Stinking Cloud and stuff like that. Rigid Thinking. It's basically just confusion. Remove Paralysis, remove Curse. Protection from Fire, that might be good. Prayer, oh, let's go with Prayer. Prayer is always good. And failing endurance. Casting time 9? That should only be 7. It's weird. The fact that it only affects one person, not so good. I don't care about Cloak of Fear. Death Ward, don't care about Farsight. Don't care. Holy Power is good. Go with that. That sounds pretty good for her. Setting her strength to 1800. Thaco becomes that of a fighter. And 1 hit point per level. Yeah, I like that. I'll go with that. No 5th level spells yet. Alright. You get a 3rd level spell. You've got Flame Arrow right now. Hold Undead, probably not that good. Vampiric Touch. Is that touch-based? That is touch-based. Don't care. Tempted to go with Monster Summoning 1. Protection from normal missiles could be good. I'll go with Monster Summoning 1 for now. Don't have any level 4 spells. I wonder if you can use that Entangle scroll that we picked up. I should probably check that. Technically, he shouldn't be able to, but who knows what they've done with the game, to be perfectly honest. No 4th level spells available. We've got a 3rd level spell. Protection from fire. Don't really need another haste. Skull Trap. I suppose I could go with protection from fire for good measure. It's complete invulnerability to fire damage. I suppose we'll go with that. Like I said, no 4th level spells yet. You could use... Actually, maybe we should go check Oric the Grey, see if he has any... I don't think he gained a level. You're not too far off, though. Well, this time all of her next levels will not be at the same time. Let's see. Wow, you are really far away. Okay. Well, let's go into the tavern first, see if anyone says anything. The innkeeper did say something about
It shall be done.
it was our fault that the quote-unquote giant kin were marauding through town. Orogs aren't giant kin. You should have called them orcs, if anything. But again, how anyone would know that they're Neo-Orogs? I mean, whatever.
You're one of those adventurers who went up into Dragon's Eye, aren't you? Well, who told you to stir up the hells and drive those beasts into town?
Okay, yeah, that's essentially what the guy at the inn said. Those attackers in town were not from Dragon's Eye. They're part of another problem, which I fear I will have to deal with presently. Because, you know, I have to fix all the problems in this town. Me. It's all me. In the meantime, I'm in need of a meal if the kitchen's open. And I think I forgot to resume my timer. Let's go ahead and do that. So this episode might run a little bit long. Okay. Do you say anything? Sorry for the confusion, friend. We're having our share of problems at the moment. Looks like you stirred up a viper's nest at Dragon's Eye, and they came down to pay us back. Yeah, a viper's nest, literally. Except all those guys out there had nothing to do with vipers. Okay. I don't know if those drinks do anything. Is everyone here? Oh. Well, I was going to check to see if everyone there was a townsperson, but
Of course.
All right, let's make a quick run to see if there are any decent 4th level spells available. I wouldn't mind spending a 1,000 or something on a 4th level spell if only to swap out some of those confusion spells. No, Min, we're not going to the inn. I know you might want to go there. I was actually kind of hoping that someone would say something about the fact that, Arundel died, but no. Slowpoke. Slowpoke, slowpoke, slowpoke.
Very well. Forward.
So I will point out that some people chided me for making Islandwe a triple class character. She's got 73 hit points compared to 80 for Min, 72 for Moonshadow. It's not that bad, and she's more than done her job as a thief. So, and her archery is pretty good, and her work as a mage is pretty good. So, I am not at all disappointed that I made her a triple class character. Spells. What do you have to offer me? Alright, let's see. Kind of have to judge this by the price. I would not mind getting that bag of holding. Lance of Disruption, that's 3rd level. Mordenkainen's Force Missiles, that is level 4. Let's see, much like the wizard creates 1 missile at 7th level and an additional missile at every 3rd level after 7th. 7 missiles at 25th. Each missile inflicts 2d4 points of damage. Then bursts in a 5-foot radius concussive blast. So we would not want to use that on not usable by. Right, because clerics and druids they're well known for Mordenkainen spells. I think we will buy that. Tempted to get the Lance of Disruption. That might be useful for someone. Shout, that is 4th level. Why this is more expensive, I don't know. 46 points of damage. Vitriolic Sphere is 4th level. When it reaches a target, the sphere explodes and drenches the victim in potent acid. The victim suffers 1d4 points of acid per level, up to 12d4. Oh, actually, that would be really good on spellcasters. Saving throw is special. Okay, so the initial damage is fixed, it looks like. Well, I like the sound of Vitriolic Sphere. Let's get that. Why would you need Contact Other Plane in this game? Phantom Blade, that's 5th, so we're not going to be able to use that anytime soon. Translucent, shadow-like weightless area of magical force, blah blah blah. Doesn't say what type it is. Causes extra +10 damage against undead creatures. It's not too shabby. But it doesn't say what the damage is. I assume that means that it's just like 1d8 longsword damage. But that would be better for someone like Icewind or Moonshadow. Don't really need it for Ellie. Enchanted weapon, minor sequencer. What about spirit armor? Don't care about that. That doesn't sound very good. Man, monster summoning 2 is super expensive. That is 4th level. I will hold off on that. Decastave. That's another one that creates a magical weapon, essentially. Not that. Ooh, yes, Snowball Swarm. It's not a great spell. I mean, 8d3 damage at level 8. That's the maximum. But the big thing is against fire-using or fire-dwelling creatures. We should probably get that just on the off chance that we encounter some fire-using creatures. What about Glitter Dust? I think that's going to be like a blind spell. Yeah, I don't care about that. I don't know that there's really going to be anything else that pops up. Wand of Freezing Death. Pemby's Wand of Many Missiles. I think some of these are new-ish. Ice Lance, Snowball Swarm, Ice Storm, Magic Missile. It just seems to do a Magic Missile. Why is it not just the Wand of Magic Missile? Whatever. Doesn't seem to have any additional bonus. I don't really care about Shocking Grasp, so I don't think I'll ever buy that. Rogue's Cowl. Move silently and hide in shadows, plus 10% each. Wouldn't be too bad. The Shimmering Sash. What does that do again? Blur. Actually, that's pretty good. Only usable by good people. Kind of like that. Alright, let's just buy these ones. Oh, I can sell the pearl necklaces to him for 800. So let's do that. Okay.
Of course.
Alright, so I need to figure out who I want to give these scrolls to. Snorlax Snowball Swarm, I think I will give to Icewind. Vitriolic Sphere and Mordenkainen's Force Missiles, probably going to give them to Ellie. I think I might stick with getting, at this point, beneficial spells that I'd cast before battle to Moonshadow, so that she can cast those and then start singing her Bard song. So I think that's what I'm going to work on at this point. Hopefully we encounter some more scrolls as we go through. That would be nice. Alright, well, that sucked up most of the episode. I guess we can see where the new destination is. And it is an elven fortress, so I imagine that we'll be able to talk to Orc the Grey at some point about stuff that we find there. That might be interesting. I should probably save the game before I do anything like that, in case it's a case of him running off to... Guys, thank you. Yeah, I figured it was all the way down there. That is really far away.
Following the map left for them by the slain Archdruid, the party arrived at the towering ruins of the Severed Hand. Guided by the Archdruid's cryptic last words, the adventurers prepared to enter the crumbling tower and seek out this mysterious Laryl in the hopes that he might have the power to use the Heartstone gem. For without the vision of the gem, the evil in the past might never be revealed, and the town of Kuldahar would be doomed to a frozen fate.
We've already got 35,000 GP. Maybe we don't care that much. The journey took 5 days. Hey, there's a squirrel! Squirrel!
It shall be done.
Well, I think this is probably a good point to end it right here. I wonder if we can rest, actually. Yeah, we could. Good, so I've got some spells back, although I haven't written these. I might write them and then rest again, just so that I can swap out those confusion spells. Anyway, when we come back, we will enter the Tower of the Severed Hand, which is a really un-elven thing to call it, I must say. Anyway, that'll be next time, though. See you all then.